I don't know how many people would have had this problem, but I had left my VR headset sitting in the box for a while, and the little strap thing stopped working. It's where I just move it around and it wouldn't tighten up. And so I couldn't really find a fix for this online anywhere, but I figured it out. Mine works now, and so I decided to make a video about it for all the people who haven't so far. These are all the things I used. I used a few of these guitar pick things, and if you don't have any of those, then you can also use old credit cards or hotel cards. I also use this little spudger, and if you don't have one of those, maybe a pair of tweezers will work as well. And then I also have a piece of paper to put the little knob on, because when you take it off, there's some grease inside of it. So, oh, and I also used a heat gun. I'll show you later on what that's used for. You could also maybe use a hair dryer if you don't have one of these, but alright. So, get all this stuff out of the way. To get started, you're gonna have to take the little face guard off, and then you gotta take this headphone jack out, and then right here you gotta, I don't know if you can see that well, you need to unlock the headset from it and push the button to take this out, and then you can put this off to the side because you don't need it for the rest of the thing until you put it back together. And then what you'll do is you'll slowly dismantle it. So put that off to the side, and then for here you can just use your fingernail or spudger if you don't have any, and then you just carefully take off the back padding. Just like move your fingers around the side to get each little latch off, and then put that one off to the side. And then, as you can see, it's connected through little latches, and you just put your thumb on it and push it and move it around a little, and you can see the little knob comes off, and you don't really need the headset part anymore. And then this is just for me. I just put it on a piece of paper because I didn't want a bunch of grease getting everywhere. But the little latching mechanism, it's held in place with those latches as well, so you need to take it off so you can get to these little pieces right here, because those are pushed in from being set too long and need to re-expand them. So what you do is get guitar picks or credit cards, whatever you have available, and you just, oh, whoops, careful because it might fly off to the side. As you can see, there's thin plastic right here. So what you're gonna need to do, well, before it should look like, it would probably look like this, where it's all the way closed. I already fixed mine, so it's way open, but it would be normally like this. This is how mine was whenever I took it apart. So what you do now is get your spudger and your heat gun, and you would get the spudger and put it between the main part right there, so it spaces it out from the center, and you'd keep it like that. You don't need to do it anymore. It works perfectly fine like this. Whoops. And you'd get your heat gun and you turn it on, and you'd go back and forth it so you don't heat it up too much, and you keep doing that until it's permanently reformed back to the spaced out part, like this. And then you would do that to all three sides until they're spaced apart about maybe, say, like a millimeter from the center, so they're not touching the inside anymore. And then once you do that, you place it back into the the thing, it doesn't really matter if you place it in right. You just twist it until it snaps back down, and you should be able to tell whenever it's back into place, whenever there's a gap in everything right there. Oh, well, one more thing. I also recommend the use of rubbing alcohol and like a towel to get it off your hands, so you don't get grease everywhere. Let me find a cloth. Just like wipe your hands with it, and then before you start cleaning the knob, you got to make sure that this is pulled all the way out. The way I do it is that I kind of brace it with my forearm like this. Oops. Brace it with my forearm and my finger like this, so it's as extended as it can be, and then I just pop it back in. Try to not use too much force so I don't. There you go. As you can see, you can hear it ratcheting. It doesn't come apart. Do it all the way, it closes. And then you get your rubbing alcohol soaked rag or whatever, and you clean up all the oil that you got on the knob and whatever else you may have touched with the oil on the inside. And you can always clean it more later if you still find some. So now to put it back together, you put the pad on, just snaps back on, real simple. Like that. And then you grab your headset, the actual VR part of it. Oops, cable's caught on something. And then there's these 2 notches right here. You're gonna want to slide slide this metal part right into there, and then it should re-lock back into place, as you can see. And then you're gonna want to, let me see if you can see that. You're gonna want to plug that back in, and then get your cover and put it all back on. Oh, come on. There you go. And you just slide all this back. Oh, make sure these little rubber tabs on the nose guard is in the notches it's originally supposed to be in before you put this on. And just push around until you hear a clip. There's 2 clips. Oh, sorry, you can see that. 2 clips here, and then 2 clips on the side. You got to make sure you feel those latch down. Sorry about that, my phone stopped recording. But after you make sure that all the clips are clipped back into place, you can give it a security tug to make sure they're back on. But as you can see, it should be back to normal. If not, you can always try again. Oh, and make sure you don't forget to put the little Velcro strap back in. The one with the small piece of Velcro goes in the back. If I can get it on. There you go. And then the longer piece, you should pretty much be able to do the rest from there. That's pretty much it. And if you find any more oil, like there's a bit there, get your alcohol thing. Yep. Thanks for watching.